This is Sharon. I'm here with video 2 of the recovery art techniques. This one is on your gratitude practice concerning your artwork. I got kicked out of my studio. Kind of abruptly. My husband has a hunting vehicle he's been working on. So I really wasn't expecting him to get to the renovation stuff, but he's Superman. So he did. He got to it. So I'm working out of my travel art bag and my kitchen table today. I wanted to kind of give you a little rundown of what we've already done. I did the video on how to do to create the blank recovery journal. I gave you some ideas on that. We did under journaling last time, and so this time I'm going to show you how to incorporate a gratitude practice in a little different way than you would in just a regular writing journal. So what I want you to do with this is to incorporate your gratitude work into your under journaling at least 1 to 2 times a week. You really should be doing a gratitude practice every day, because there's something about gratitude and about embracing the blessings of where you are that gives you a different filter to look through while you're facing the challenges of recovery from whatever it is, whether it's drug or alcohol abuse, loss, illness. It doesn't matter. Your mindset is everything. So we're going to work on that, and I'm going to show you a few little things before I do my project here. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really not sure where it's going to go, but we'll see. I went ahead and used this mat. I keep this in my art bag. I have 2 or 3 of them in there, so that I know what I want my surface area to be. This is an 8x10, and I've got a 5x7 and a few different other sizes. So that if I decide I want to frame this, mat it, whatever I'm working on out of my travel journal, I can do that when I get home. So I'm going to work on my under journaling first. I'm going to do it in pencil today, because I am not positive what I'm going to do as far as other work goes here. So if I don't want to cover it up, I can cover it up. When you're working on gratitude journaling and gratitude, and you're doing a gratitude practice for this particular kind of recovery art, what I do is at least once or twice a week, I use my under journaling just for gratitude work. But every day, if I'm like brain dumping or heart dumping onto this paper here, underneath my artwork, I want to conclude it with something positive as often as I can. Now, if you try, there is something to be, there's always something to be grateful for, even if it's just the air in your lungs. So that's the first part of what I'm going to show you. After I get through with that, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a little rundown on gratitude symbology as far as I use it. We're going to later videos, we're going to get in depth about personal symbology, about the meanings of different things to you in particular, and how they may have a positive or negative effect, a trigger, whatever it is. We're going to talk about that stuff later, but for today we're only going to work on this particular type of symbology, which is about gratitude. So, so this is one way that I might do, because I'm stressed out about my art room not being in order. That is my stressor for this day. So that might be something I could have written first. I'm stressed out about this. But to find the positive in that, there is a few things. I'm so grateful for my husband putting my needs in the same priority level as his, because he's working on his hunting truck, and I can't even tell you how much in love he is with this thing. And he could have just blown me off, but he didn't. So that's a good thing. I am completely grateful for how much more efficient my work is going to be. After it's done. I'm grateful I can focus on other things that need to be done while I'm waiting. So I could go on and on. I could talk about how the lighting's going to be better. I could talk about how cute he is in his work boots, whatever. And that would be a way to put a positive spin on this stressor. Now, this is a very general example, but you get the idea. So that being said, I'm going to show you down here a few things that that I use. Symbols. Sometimes you just need a symbol. Symbols that I use in my artwork and in my underjournaling that might be considered shorthand for some people, but I'm really the only one who gets it. So I might write this statement here. I am so this little symbol, when you see that in my artwork right here, the heart with the two lines in it is my symbol for gratitude for my husband. I called him Cowboy for years, and he was when we lived on the ranch. Not so much now, but that would be my symbol for my husband. And this is things that, if you see it in my artwork, I know what it means. I know that it belongs in a certain place, doing a certain thing, and it might be because that day I'm thinking about him, or whatever that is. I'm so grateful for my husband putting my needs in the same priority level as his. So that's a couple of things that I use in my work. So after I'm done with this, we're gonna know that this is about, these symbols are going to be about being grateful for what he has done for me in my art room. So this is how it's going to start. What I'll do next on this one is I'm going to cover it just like we did in the art journaling, or in the underjournaling video before, and then I am going to play a little bit with some sprays, and I haven't tried these yet. I'm going to use my Nuvo embellishment mousse. I haven't done that. I haven't played with those yet, but I'm kind of excited about it. I love that. And I've got these. I'm going to use these stamps and this stencil, and I'm gonna see what I can come up with to create kind of a background for whatever thing I'm going to put in the center. This week, what I'm going to do, or this time what I'm going to do, is after I get my border on, I'm going to use a mixed media paper in the center with my focal point on that. So, I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. That's just my general beginning of the idea here. So, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to lightly cover this if I can find my gesso. I'm scared to go in there, but I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I'm going in. And I will be back in just a bit.